All right, it's 2 o'clock. We've got linebackers coach Brent Wimberly with us. Scott Wyckoff, you lead us off.
Hey, Coach, what did the young guys learn last year from Colin and Kyle that you think's going to help them coming into this season when they're going to be called on to step into new roles?
Obviously, I think the first thing is leadership, right? So we don't have obviously losing Cal and losing Ramos was a lot of leadership in our room. I think as a whole, as a group, they've done a really good job of holding each other accountable, and looking to when we come in meetings, everybody's locked in and ready to go. When we go to practice, everybody's locked in and ready to go. So usually from a younger group, you see people struggle with that leadership, right? Especially within the group. So we haven't, for our guys, they've learned it, they've gotten it. So it's been really good to see them continue that within themselves. Now we just want to continue to do that throughout the team.
We were talking to Andrew Duhart, and he said that this defense and even the offense just has so many leaders on it. He's really proud of the leaders that are out there right now.
Absolutely. And it's so good to see because everybody's just doing their part and also just holding each other accountable. So that's really great to see.
How has it been for you to be working so closely with the defensive coordinator at your particular position, to have him there with you, being able to do things with him specifically at your position?
It's phenomenal. Obviously, first things first when you're coaching is you have to understand what the coordinator is thinking, what he wants to do, why he wants to call certain things certain ways, and then we do that, right? So with having him, I'm right there with him along the way, understanding everything, and then as well as if I have an idea or if he says, "Hey, what do you think about this?" I know he's listening, if that makes sense. And so it's been phenomenal. It's been great, and it's been a good transition for me, just being able to coach and understand and just learn from him with all of his knowledge as well. So,
and you had the amazing benefit of having Colin for 4 years at that spot. An advantage to have young players now where you can maybe get someone and find a diamond in the rough like him that you can really bring along for multiple seasons as a starter instead of kind of having to reinvent the wheel each year?
I don't know if we got to reinvent the wheel or find a diamond in the rough, but it's always good to have guys and create some depth, right? So for us, we want to be able to rotate guys through and make sure we can play multiple guys and not just have one guy playing the majority of the season. So it's been a great spring so far, and I think we're building that depth, so it's good.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Wags.
Coach, what do you lose with Colin Ramos in terms of he could get people lined up? He could read offenses with his experience. Can you talk about what you lose instinctively and innately there?
Yeah, I mean, Colin was a great football player. I mean, he has great instincts. And then obviously his leadership as far as being the team captain, that's obviously what we're going to lose and what we lost. But I think the guys, like I said before, the guys that are coming up now, they care. They're showing their effort, attitude, and toughness. They're coming into meetings, curious. They're looking for ways to get better. They're eager to learn. So not saying that replacing at Ramos will be easy, but it'll be good. It's been good having the guys be eager to fill those shoes, if that makes sense.
So who has been running with the ones for most of the spring? Blazard and Mark Anthony Parker?
We've had a little bit of a rotation there, so it's been good. We've had Blazard at the one. We had Mark Anthony Parker at ones. We had Job at ones. Coleman Caller would probably get some burn at one. So it's been a rotating door right there. So we're just trying to find the best guys to get out there on the field. And like I said earlier, we're going to create some depth. And I think those guys are doing a great job of doing that and keep it going. So
Blazard was coming back from a mission, and I thought he played pretty well considering how long he took off from football. Do you see him making a really big jump this season? And are you seeing that in the spring after he's had some time to shake off the rust?
absolutely. So just going back from, I guess, last year, he did a tremendous job of coming in, just literally hopping in the playbook, learning everything, relearning it at least. And then he was able to contribute a lot last season. This spring, obviously having more time to develop and more time to learn a little bit more. He's been awesome so far. And then his enthusiasm is his trait that separates him from everybody else. His enthusiasm and how he attacks practice, how he attacks meetings. He always has a smile on his face. That's kind of what separates him from everybody else. And then going forward, I think he's going to be a fantastic player. I mean, he's going to be a great contributor for us this year on defense and on special teams. So I'm excited to see him.
What do you feel he brings to the table? He's kind of a thumper, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a thumper, but then he also can run now. So just, a lot of times most people think, if you're a guy who can run, you just kind of side tackle and just get guys on the ground. But he can thump a little bit too. So it's there's a little bit of best of both qualities.
And Mark Anthony Parker really emerged, and he's got a very high upside. What do you feel like Mark Anthony brings to the table, Coach?
He's smart, man. Mark Anthony Parker is so sharp. Sometimes we joke about it because we'll say something in a meeting and you say it one time and he has it. He can regurgitate it. He can say it just how you said it. He can speak our language. So that's one thing that's great about Mark is, he's sharp, he's smart, and he's always ready to go, and he has it. So.
What are some of the traits of Coleman Cauley that you like of him?
Coleman, man. Coleman is quiet, but now last year he was quiet. Now he's talking a lot more, and especially taking control when he's on the field as a Mike linebacker. But you talk about a thumper. Coleman Cauley is going to come down and he's going to hit you now. So, it's been great to see Coleman's growth from last year to this year. It's been great. It's been fantastic. So, he's probably been one of the biggest surprises, just from year one to year two, this year for me. So it's been good to see.
The last guy I was going to ask you to speak on is Job Grant.
Yep. Job has been fantastic. He's continued. So last season, he emerged at the end of the season and really, got the ball rolling throughout the season, learning more and more and more. And this spring, he's literally attacked practice every day, and he's going about his business the right way. So it's been fantastic to see his growth on the field as well. He's making a lot of plays. He's understanding his fits. He understands his pass drop. So it's been fantastic. So, it's been really good. Really pleased with the group as a whole, not just those guys, but I feel like the whole group is literally attacking every single day. We start talking about effort, attitude, and toughness. That is literally the definition of this group, from the older guys to the young guys. So it's been fantastic to see.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'll ask too. How's it helped you being a player in this defense, as a coach, having played for the head coach and the defensive coordinator at Kennesaw?
I won't say it's easy, but it helps you just because right? Like you've done it, you've seen it done, and you've kind of understood, I guess, the install process, and obviously actually physically doing it on the field. So it's definitely fun just telling them and just talking to the guys about, hey, all right, this is not really what I saw, but this is what, how I did it, or this is some of the things, or these are the ways that you can do certain things. So it definitely helps just understanding the scheme, understanding the intent behind the call as well, and just seeing the defense evolve from then to now as well. It's been fun. So we might not do necessarily the exact same techniques, but it's fun. It's cool.
And then what were you able to take from your year at Alabama under Nick Saban as a GA to Navy from a coaching perspective?
The standard is the standard. No matter what's going on, the standard is standard. How we attack every day is how we got to attack it, right? So, and we've actually adopted it, and now the standard is over feelings, right? So, like, all right, this is the standard. This is where we meet it. And the standard is the floor, and we want to continue to raise the bar and excel the bar. So that's kind of something I take, and we're living that out, and we're doing pretty good.
Thank you. Scott Wyckoff.
Coach, when are you normally able to make the decision on when you're going to slot a guy at Will or Mike? Can you make that coming out of their plebe year, or what goes into that?
Really and truly, we teach the guys both, if that makes sense. So for most of our guys, we really want you to be able to know both, because the best ability is availability, right? So if you can learn both, that increases your chance of getting on the field. Now, from that, sometimes you can tell after your freshman year. Sometimes you can tell after sophomore year. And some guys can handle it off the rip. So there's no cookie cutter way to know that. But you literally just put them out there on the field, um, see who got it, and go from there.
I mean, we know how impressive it was for Colin. I think he played at 209, but I mean, you've got linebackers that are right around 210, 215, playing up against guys like they played against Oklahoma that were so much bigger than them. What does it take in a linebacker in your system to be able to excel, even though they're usually outweighed by the guys they're going up against?
Oh, well, I've been pleasantly surprised by, well, not surprised, but um, Coach Carisi has gotten all the guys above 220 right now. So
Wow.
we're doing a fantastic job of taking care of our bodies, getting stronger, getting bigger, and they're doing a really good job of eating. So all our guys are up right now. But sorry, what was your question again, though? You were asking about just going against bigger people.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Normally, when you look at the rosters that we're playing, our guys are a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
What we've seen even at linebacker, but that seems like it's really playing into what you guys have been developing, getting bigger, and what you see recruiting a little bit longer.
For sure. So like you just said, we're getting longer, but also like all our guys are able to run as well, if that makes sense. So a lot of times we make sure our guys have to go sideline to sideline. So that's one thing that we look for in traits as far as recruiting wise, and that's what all our guys can do. So that definitely helps us on game days, right? Being able to go sideline to sideline as well as make guys miss. And then as a staff, I think Coach Volker has implemented this as far as us being able to take on blocks. Some of our pillars that we do, just talking about block destruction, getting off blocks, making guys miss. We practice this and we train it pretty much all every day, So it's been really good.
And finally, one thing that really jumps off, even live, and then you watch the film, is the way your linebackers go to the ball, even when a play's away from them, even if they might have originally maybe been leveraged out of the play. Are these guys instinctive that way, or is it just something that through the repetition that you guys have in practice, it's really become a part of this position at Navy?
Both. It's literally a non-negotiable for us on the defense. So we work a pursuit drill where we pursue the ball, and after every snap, after every play, we're pursuing to the ball. So it is repetition, and now it's in our DNA. So that's who we are as a team and as a football program. So
thanks a lot, Coach.
yes, sir. Thank you.
Wags.
Coach, I asked you about guys that were on the depth chart at the end of last season. Who are some of the other guys that are in the mix here that I have not mentioned?
First of all, you got a couple older guys, Liam Barbie, who's done a phenomenal job this spring. He's having a really good spring thus far, but he's one of the sharpest guys in the room. He knows our defense and does a really good job in the meeting room as well, just being able to speak up and talk about it and answer questions or ask questions as well. Ian Pouchot, he's starting to improve. It's been really good seeing him be a little bit more physical this spring, so that's really great. Nolan McCamey is a young guy, total demeanor change from last season. So it's been really good to see him kind of change his mindset and attack every day the way he wants to attack it. We also have Noah Beck, who's coming along with more reps as he gets more reps, which is really good to see. Teddy Andros from right here in Annapolis. He's done a fantastic job of gaining weight. He's moving better than he did last year at this time or in the fall camp. But it's been really good to see him in our special teams drills. I believe he's like top 10 in special teams. So he's done a really good job of trying to create some value that way as well, which is really good to see, which we tell all our guys, you have to play special teams, right? So Harry Beecham has been doing a really good job. He's starting to get the defensive concepts, and it's allowing him to play a little bit faster now. Matthew Karpinski, he's mentally what you want a linebacker to be. When you talk about physical and running through a brick wall, that's the type of guy you want. And then, who else we have? EO. EO is he's doing a really good job being a great teammate, especially when you come to meetings, always having a smile on his face, always talking, always being able to ask questions and answer questions as well. And then we have Quentin Ezard that we moved from safety that he's been pretty good so far. So it's been good to see him. He's going to have some flexibility for us coverage-wise, and he's going to be a really good linebacker for us. So I think that's everybody in the group. Definitely excited for all the guys. Like I said, that if you talk to any of these guys, they're all great guys, great kids, and they're going to play hard. They're going to play physical. They're going to play with effort, attitude, and toughness, and that's who we are, and that's what we want.
So would I be correct that Ramos was the guy that made the defensive calls for the second level?
No, sir, you would not be correct on that one. Our defense is more of a safety-based defense, so the safeties give us the coverage calls, and then defensively up front, the Mike Backer, he kind of lines the D-line up. Not kind of, he does line the D-line. Now, the Will Backer will make certain calls, so it depends on the call. But
so who do you envision doing that for the linebackers this year?
we have a ton of guys. Like I said, they all learn Mike and Will. So hopefully at the end all be all, we get somebody who would do it. But the guys that are playing Mike, they've been doing a really good job doing it so far. So
Colin Ramos participated in the Navy Pro Day. I mean, people would look at his size to say there's no way he could play in the NFL. Do you think he could?
Absolutely.
Why that? Why so?
Why so? If you look at NFL linebackers now, they're all his size anyway. Might be an inch or two taller, but everybody's 6 foot maybe, and they can just run. It's not like anybody's putting their face on anybody anyway. So he fits the mold of the NFL linebacker now. Being able to run, being able to cover, being able to slip blocks and get guys on the ground and make tackles. So he absolutely could.
So obviously, when you lose 2 starters, you would think that position group's a question mark. But listening to you talk, it sounds like you feel like you got plenty of players that can do the job.
Yeah, I mean, just having guys eager to learn and to come in and be what we call 4-dimensional players is just learning more and more about football, and learning more and more about our scheme. And then also what offense is trying to do to us, it makes you comfortable. That makes sense. Like, it makes you okay. Like, all right, we have guys who are ready to step up, who wants to step up, and who's going to step up and contribute and do well. So as long as you have that, there's no question mark.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And just so everyone knows, EO is Elijah Oatsvall.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Does anyone have anything else? All right. Thanks a lot, Coach Wimberly. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good one.
We'll be back with Marcus Blazard at 3.